Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Belinda here from Visualized NZ. I am back with Margarete Miller collage assignment. Now I am a little bit behind. I'm just struggling to find the time to do it. So this is a few weeks ago, this is week 19. It'll still leave me behind, but will for at least a week stop me being further behind than what I already am. So I will get caught up, but I'm just going to have to do it as I can. So my apologies that there has been a couple of weeks gap. There may be more gaps to come. I don't know. We'll just see what we can do. Okay, so today, week 19, so from a couple of weeks ago, I have prepared my page with just this bit of brown paper bag because I wanted something in the background. It's something I did test stamping on. Didn't work. Doesn't matter. It's just a background. So our prompts today, something found in a doctor's office. So I have this picture of a heart because, you know, sometimes a doctor will have a little model of a body part in their office. And I have seen heart models in doctor's offices. A spiral or swirl pattern. I got a bit creative with this and I made a spiral out of just some blue paper. Textured paper, I have a bit of Momogami scrapbook paper. So it's scrapbook paper that I've smushed up with moisturizer and crinkled and yep, all sorts of good texture going on there. A coupon is this diamond ring engagement ring advertisement out of a 1970s magazine. So I thought, and it says post this coupon now, so it's a coupon. A measurement, this image here, it's of the wind scale from calm to hurricane, so that's my measurement. And something that starts with a D, you may have already seen this on the side of my desk, is a dinosaur. Okay, now I'm going to put these all together and tell you a little story, a little vignette about how these things all go together. I wonder if you can guess. Okay, I'm going to start with the advertisement. I've kind of got an idea of how I want these laid out, so we hopefully will have a short video because I've got many other videos I need to record. So I hope you've had a great week this week, my friends. I hope you've had time to do the things that you love doing. I hope that I've had time to do the things I love doing. But I love doing these collages and I love doing videos, so I feel so far we're on a win-win, even if I'm running behind. And I know many of you have said, you know, it doesn't matter about time, there's no pressure, there's no requirement or anything. I know, it's just my own self-imposed schedule and wants and everything. And my mum said to me, she says, what will happen if you don't do a video? Is the world going to collapse? You know, she was trying to bring me back to reality, I guess, that the world is not going to end if I don't get a video done. And I know that. I'm not that important. I really am not that important. My videos, in the scheme of things, are not that important. Important to me, but not important to life, really. But I love doing them. I have committed to doing this. This is my job. I consider it my job. So if I'm not doing my job, what am I doing? So yeah, but I said to her, no, the earth won't end. Nothing drastic will happen. But I just like doing it. I enjoy doing it. And it does affect my income because I'm not, if the ads aren't there, then people aren't watching ads from the videos, and therefore I'm not making any money. So that's fine too. But it's my job and I have to keep coming back to that. I love it and I absolutely did it for years without any income, but the income is certainly nice. Okay, so we've got our add up here. We've got our measurement, which I think is going to go somewhere along kind of like that. We need to think about where we're going to tuck this. Maybe that might come in down here somewhere. I said I've got an idea. I've got a rough idea. I haven't got a complete, like, this is, everything's going to go boom, 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 done. No, not quite that far thought through. Took me ages to bring this one together. So out of my momogami, I have already cut a heart. I am going to cut some more hearts out of this. And we're going, you can probably see a theme going on here. We've got our heart diagram here. This heart, and now let me think. The heart and this measurement came from the same book, and then the dinosaur was either out of the same book or a different. No, I think it was all out of the same book actually. I think they all came from the same book. So we've got a heart and a heart, different hearts. Now that's probably not going to work like that. So a dinosaur, let's give him a name. What's a good name for a dinosaur? Ooh. Gosh, my mind's gone blank. What's a good name for a dinosaur, guys? Let's just call him Josh. I don't know why. We'll just call him Josh because I can't think of anything else. Right, I am going to put this down. Our prompts are going down first-ish. So our dinosaur named Josh. You know, he's in a bit of a state, our poor Josh. He's found the love of his life. He's found the girl Dino that he wants to marry. Isn't that sweet? Everyone say, ah. Oh. Everybody loves a love story, don't they? So, poor Josh is in a state. And that's the spiral. His head's all spinning. Spinning with excitement, spinning with nervousness, spinning with the unknown. And he's just all a dither. Doesn't know whether he's coming or going. He's having trouble making sense, much like I am. Making sense or settling to anything because he's just all jittery and excited and nervous. The flush of young love, isn't it? Have you all been there, done that? How it feels amazing. But it's also quite unsettling because your emotions are doing all sorts of interesting things and life is just like taking you in different directions. So I just want the tip of that, the end of the spiral, to sit right above his head. It's going to be quite hard to glue this in place, I think, and get it sitting flat, but we'll do our best. So I'm going to attach it there to that picture. Maybe a bad idea, but we're going to go with it. Now I want to glue in this, just going to take the heart out for the moment. Glue in this measurement in behind. So on a scale of calm to hurricane, our poor Josh is feeling probably, you know, an 8 or a 9. Like he's not totally off the charts, but he's a bit, you know, flustered and up in the air. He's certainly not calm, but he's not quite a hurricane. His emotions are spiraling with excitement and joy and happiness and young love. So I'm going to slide that in there. So that's our measurement. Right. And I wanted the heart kind of partly in the spiral. So I think I'm just going to glue. How am I going to do this? I've made a chore for myself. Maybe maybe just to get started, we need to do the outside ring to anchor it, or pretty much. Let's just do it bit by bit. I think it's the safest way. It was hard enough to cut it out. I didn't actually even think about how hard it was going to be to glue. Right, so I need to get in here and glue this down now. Oops, I haven't done a very good job there already. It's not sitting flat. We could be having issues here. We'll get back to our story in a moment. Just got to make sure he's not going to fly away with all his crazy emotions. Right, it also likes to tangle itself, which is not particularly fun to deal with. So I think this is going to be end up textured because it's already not laid down properly, so it's not laying flat. But that's all right. It'll flatten out when the book closes. Sorry, this is just going to be a little bit time consuming, I feel, getting this down. Did I really not put any glue along that part? Apparently not. Right. Want to do something like that. So maybe if I glue that to the heart. And then maybe I can just kind of spread some glue in the middle and hopefully it catches bits that needs to catch. Like so. Yep, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Now let's get the rest of the heart glued down. Oops. So, poor Josh, he's all in love. What's the name of his love? Who's he fallen in love with? Let's call her Betsy. Betsy the dinosaur. Brontosaurus, by the way, if you don't know what sort of dinosaur it is, it's a Brontosaurus. So Betsy the Brontosaurus has caught his eye and he's head over heels in love. And his emotions are all caught up in a whirlwind. And he wants to marry her. Yep, they move fast in the dinosaur world. Well, at least fast emotionally. He wants to marry her. And so, he's wanting to buy an engagement ring for his love, Betsy. Josh and Betsy. They won't be sitting in a tree kissing because the tree would collapse. They're so big. The dinosaurs are so big. Does that take you back to your childhood of that little silly rhyming, you know, whoever their names are, such and such, Kissing, kissing in a tree. Gosh, I just pulled that out of thin air. Hadn't thought about that for years. Right. Okay, so we have our doctor's office thing, the heart, we have the spiral, we have the the coupon, which we've actually mostly covered. That's okay, it's got the word coupon over here. Measurement, something starting with D, so we just need our textured paper. So he has fallen in love with Betsy. Josh has fallen in love with Betsy, and he is all a dither. His head is spinning with all these ideas for an engagement ring. How do you find an engagement ring that's the right size for a dinosaur? That is part of the problem, as well as the problem on how he's going to propose to his intended. I'm just randomly cutting out hearts of whatever shape and size they turn out to be, and refine them a bit in the process. So I just want to do sort of different shapes and sizes. Just going to throw out the scraps. Maybe 3. Maybe we want 3 hearts. Be a nice number, wouldn't it? So that's our wee story of Josh off to buy an engagement ring with his heart and his head all aflutter. And you know what? Betsy has no idea. She has no idea that this guy's fallen for her, or that he's off to buy an engagement ring intending to propose. Won't she be surprised? Maybe the small one down here somewhere. Don't know. We don't want to completely cover over our coupon. It would be a bit silly. Maybe over those people's face, because this is dinosaurs we're talking about, not people. So maybe we cover them over with our hearts here. Don't know that I want to cover over the word engagement either. So that works. That works. And that works. Okay, let's glue those on. So what do you reckon? Do you think she'll say yes to Josh? Does Betsy have feelings for him? Or is she eyeing up another dinosaur in another neighbourhood? It's entirely possible. Could be unrequited love. But let's hope, for Josh's sake, that Betsy has an eye for him too. That she'll be quite tickled pink when he rocks on up to her with an engagement ring that, I don't know, maybe it'll fit on the tip of her tail. I don't know. It's going to be a jolly big engagement ring otherwise, and it would have to go on a toe, or maybe round, like a bracelet round the ankle, or a necklace fitting over her head and dangling around her neck. Maybe that's an engagement ring for a dinosaur. It's going to take an awful lot of metal, isn't it? A lot of gold. That's where all the gold went. There's the dinosaurs buying gold engagement rings for their girlfriends. Yeah, imagine a T-Rex, what size engagement ring they'd need. Huge, massive. Massive, massive, massive. So yeah, that's where all the gold went. They took it all when they were wiped out. They took it all with them. And so now we find gold deposits where the dinosaurs were. We don't actually, but you know, makes a good story, doesn't it? Right. The texture on these, are not wanting them to stick down super well, but I'm sure they will, given a little time for the glue to set and maybe being weighted inside the book for a bit. Just help them glue down properly. Otherwise I will go in and use a different glue, my alcohol glue or something, if they don't stick, or even double-sided tape. I'm sure they'll be fine though. Tacky glue is pretty darn good most of the time. There's a little sparkle to these too. It must have come out of the hand cream, I think, because I don't think the paper had a sparkle in it originally. I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but it's quite pretty. Right, have a wee sip of my tea. So there we go. There is week 19 and our wee story about Josh, our dinosaur, our brontosaurus, all a dither over his love for Betsy and intending to propose and trying to work out what engagement ring he's going to buy for her and how he is going to propose. So we have our textured paper, our coupon, and here our swirl or spiral pattern, something found in his doctor's office, a measurement because he's on this end of the scale, the hurricane end rather than the calm scale, and of course our D, our dinosaur. So there we have it, friends. I'm so glad I managed to get this done to stop me falling further behind. We still may fall further behind depending on what happens with my mother-in-law's treatments and what's required there. Very much take it as it comes sort of game this, and it's not a fun game, but it's a necessary one. So thanks for joining me today, friends. Have a great weekend, and I will catch you again on Monday. See you then.